everyone, Queenie here, and well, I was going to do another episode of Corpse Party, but I'm not feeling too too well, so I thought, I'm just gonna take it easy and just do a magical diary instead. So yeah, I don't really remember what happened in the last one, but oh yeah, we went on a date with my boy, and our roommate was kind of upset at us, but you know what? That's whatever. So yeah, something like that. Flyers up in the halls have informed us that there will be a special assembly for all freshmen this Thursday. No class activities can be scheduled for that day. What should I do this week? So Thursday we can't do anything. So we're going to take some white, some red, some blue, and then some green. Yeah. Gain 3 red magic and 3 stress. A spark strikes the target, which may catch fire if it's something likely to burn. Oh yeah. Allows the caster to view a nearby known location. On Thursday morning, all the freshmen are gathered together in the gym. Good morning, my bright young things. Today is a special occasion for all of you. You're going to get to practice what you've learned and try out some spells on each other without the pressure of a test or grades. This is an important lesson because in future exams, you may come up against other spellcasters. You need to know how to use magic in combat and how to avoid magic being used on you. Will everyone please team up in twos? There's some jostling and shuffling around. Ellen and Virginia. All right, Ellen and Virginia. Fine. Whatever. Ellen and Virginia pair off, and I end up standing by Virginia's brother Donald. Please pay attention before we begin. I want you to take turns casting spells at each other and blocking them. This is not a battle, and you're not trying to defeat each other. Think of it like a game of catch. One of you is the pitcher, and one of you is the catcher. You can only pitch when it's your turn, so defenders must only defend and not attack. Also, please don't interfere with any other pairs. That includes casting spells that tend to be messy. No fireballs or ice storms, please. Target only your partner. I will be on hand to deal with any injuries and accidents. If you hurt yourself, please call for help. I'll be right there. Have fun! Fun? I turn to face my partner. Ladies first. I'm not sure what to cast. I've never done this before. You can do a push spell, right? Sure, that's easy. Alright then, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I start to cast the spell, but suddenly a wave of cold sweeps over my body and I can't move. The spell fizzles and casts. I wasn't sure that would work. It'll wear off in a minute. As he said, I unfreeze shortly, but my fingertips are still tingling and sore. Alright, it's my turn now. You ready? I suppose. 1, 2, 3. As Donald prepares to cast a spell, I jump to the side. What? I don't feel anything. I guess he missed. What do you call that? Thinking outside of the box? We work together for a while, trading spells back and forth. Then Donald holds up his hand and leans in close to whisper something. I've got a great idea. When I say go, you drop to the floor and cover your eyes. I'm gonna cast something over your head. Okay. Go! On cue, I duck and cover. There's a whooshing noise and a burst of heat overhead, followed by screams. Donald, what are you doing? Ooh, you're in trouble. Well, your flaming dragon was very impressive. I missed the fire dragon? I did specifically tell you to avoid large spells. If poor Queenie hadn't managed to get out of the way, you would have hurt her badly. Like he cares. This is very disappointing. You've always been so careful in your creativity. Why would you take such a risk? Professor Potsdam, I wasn't actually in danger. He told me to get down and made sure I was out of the way before he cast it.
You knew what he was going to do?
Yes. I knew he was going to do something, and saying this should get him out of trouble, right?
Well, I suppose that changes things slightly. Detention for both of you, then.
What?
It's only fair for both conspirators to suffer equally. And you did know that you shouldn't cast such large spells, but no demerit since there was no real danger. Perhaps the two of you can use the time to come up with some more interesting way of showcasing your skills for the class.
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
Try to be good now. Jacob, put Mr. Arius down.
She hurries off to deal with someone else. Luckily, there are no major accidents for the rest of the session. Well, that sucks. Got detention. Ellen gets up early on Saturday morning and returns after the mail and allowances are delivered. I get up to go to my detention.
Miss M., Mr. Danson, must I be forever burdened with this nonsense? Since you are both being punished for the same offense, you will receive the same punishment.
He points to the tables where two very large glass jars filled with pebbles are sitting.
You will each take one jar. You will take out each pebble individually by hand. You will place each pebble on the table, forming two separate stacks. After you have removed each pebble, you will write down the total number of pebbles that were in the jar. You will then return all of the pebbles to your jar by hand. I have ways of detecting whether or not each pebble has been touched. Do not attempt to shirk. Do you understand?
Sure.
And if your count is off or you attempt to pocket any of the pebbles, I will lock you in this room with no food or water until Monday. Get on with it.
He stalks out of the room, closing the door behind him. What's the point of this? Boredom, that's all. Great. Sorry I got you into this. You didn't. It was my decision. I mean, it wouldn't have been right to let them think you were trying to hurt me when you weren't. Yeah, well, I knew I was gonna get busted for it, and I didn't warn you. If you knew he'd get into trouble, why'd he do it? Well, I'd better get to work. I got a naughty trophy! At the end of the day, I have counted and recounted 432 pebbles, and my neck hurts. But at least I get to leave. Damn, my stress is at 22.
Queenie?
Yeah?
Do you like theater, plays?
I don't know, why?
Well, the drama club is doing Medea this week, and I kind of want to see it, but I don't want to go by myself.
What's Medea?
It's a classic Greek tragedy. It's about a witch whose lover betrays her, and the terrible things she does for revenge.
That doesn't sound very nice.
That's why it's a tragedy. They're doing it Friday and Saturday night, and I was thinking I'd rather go Friday.
Is it free?
No, it's $5 for students. So, do you want to come?
Sure. Sure, alright.
Thanks.
I'd better figure out what else I'm doing this week. So, Friday? No. We're gonna go green, black, white, sleep. Gym. Shoot. 2 black magic, 2 stress. Detect objects which have been enchanted in the caster's current location. Expands the caster's mind to visualize nearby locations, marking them known. I'm getting ready for dinner when someone knocks on the door. Hey! Hi guys, what's up? Want to earn some easy merits? Doing what? Butching and baking and candlestick making? Butching? That's not the word. It could be. She's a horse. You ever been kicked by one? What did you want me to do again? You already said, are you in or out? Okay, fine, lead on. The boys lead me to a classroom with a stove set up at the back, normally used for potions making. There are several pots and a collection of metal cylinders on the floor nearby. They don't have lids, and they're not the right size for any pipes I know. What are they?
There you are. Now, if you'll just hold still for a moment.
A wave of green magic rolls over me.
That should improve your resistance to heat and stop you from burning yourself too easily. Of course, you'll still need to be careful, especially you, Mr. Pfeiffer.
Yes, ma'am.
You have an instruction sheet here with all the steps, including the proportions for the dyes and fragrance oils. Do you have any questions?
We're cool.
All right, I'm going out for a while, but I'll be back shortly to keep an eye on things. Don't worry, I won't interfere. I might even bring my knitting.
She walks out, leaving me with two boys who obviously haven't told me everything. What are we doing here? Making candles. It's for the fundraiser thing. What fundraiser thing? The school sells stuff at the mall to raise money. Oh, so she's not still mad at you about last week then? Who, Potsdam? Nah, she was never really mad. She loves me. If she loves you so much, why doesn't she marry you? What? She's an old lady, you goon. She's not that old, but too old for you, I'm sure. And we shouldn't talk like this in case she comes back. Right, candles. So, how does it work? Set up the wick, melt the wax, pour it in, then cool it down. Easy. You can cast a seal spell, right? No. Alright, you run the wax and Luke can do the wicks. Sure. Okay, the wax is set up in a double boiler. Make sure there's always water in there. Then keep an eye on the temperature. If the wax gets too hot, it will explode. Explode? That's why Potsdam heat-proofed us. Just keep an eye on it. As long as you're watching, we'll have time to catch it if it starts going wrong. When the wax chunks are melted down, mix in the oil and the color, then stir it with a wooden spoon. Have you done this before? No, I read the directions. It's not that hard. Once a pot is ready, you can pour it into the molds. And what are you going to do while we're working? I get the hard part. You'll see. Working together, Luke and I assembled and filled candle molds. Alright, stand back. Here I go. I can feel the magic in the air, but I'm not sure what he's doing. What is that? Shh, hang on. He's still casting it? Okay, this is a tougher spell than usual. A minute later, he relaxes. There you go. You can cut off the ends now. I look inside the mold. Not only has the wax cooled, but it's shrunk in away from the sides of the mold completely evenly. You can't cool it all at once or it'll collapse. And if you leave it to cool on its own, it sinks full of holes, so it's tricky. Couldn't you just shape the wax around the wick in the first place without melting it? It wouldn't work right afterwards, and it wouldn't blend right. And so we produced a nice set of candles. None of the steps are terribly difficult, but done over and over, it's tiring.
Wonderful work, ducklings. 10 merits for each of you.
A job well done. Yes, I'm in the evens. God. Taking gym, success. 1 strong, 1 stress. Ellen and I meet outside the gym. There are a lot of people here, not just students, but ordinary people and family. I'm gonna turn on my fan because I'm getting kind of hot. Okay. But ordinary people and families who must have driven up here to see the play. After we buy our tickets, we can go inside. Folding chairs have been set up in rows across the gym floor, facing the stage. Behind the stage, a giant backdrop painting hangs on the wall, displaying marble pillars and steps to suggest a fantasy of ancient Greece. At least, it looks like a painting. It's probably an illusion. That's got to be a lot easier than having to paint something so huge. We find a place to sit without anyone too tall in front of us. After a while, the show begins. It was every bit as tragic as Ellen suggested, and bloody, too. Nice special effects, though. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Isn't that Shakespeare?
No, it was someone else. Cosgrove, I think, from The Morning Bride.
So, what's that one about? Another story of murder and revenge?
Sort of. It's complicated. Let me see if I can remember. The rebel leader kidnaps the princess, but then they fall in love and get secretly married. But then there's a shipwreck and she's washed up alone and rescued by her father, the king. So the king wants to marry her off to his ally, and she doesn't dare tell him she's already married to his enemy, and she thinks the rebel fellow is dead anyway. Only he's not, because he was washed up somewhere else and rescued by a queen who falls in love with him, and the king falls in love with the queen, but they're enemies. So everyone loves someone who loves someone else, and they all try to murder the people that they think have betrayed them. And then they feel guilty and try to change their minds. Only it's too late because the plots are already in motion, so they all end up killed by their own assassins. So the moral is, I guess, that revenge is dangerous.
Or else, don't change your mind.
Even if man treated me like Jason, I would never do what Medea did.
Well, of course you wouldn't do that. But if someone I love betray me... Being betrayed is terrible, but trying to get revenge would only make things worse. It wouldn't fix anything that had already happened. You'd just make more people unhappy. The only way to make things better is to forget you ever loved them and move on. Then eventually it won't hurt anymore.
Eventually. Anyway, thanks for coming with me.
No problem. Ellen gets up early on Saturday morning as usual, but while the mail and allowances arrive, she doesn't return to the room. What should I do today? Let's study. The library is fairly quiet, but familiar faces are still present. Let's study with Minnie. Minnie helps me out with my green magic. Let's go into the next week. Early on Monday, all the freshmen are called together.
Good morning, Buttercups. The Thanksgiving break begins this week after classes on Tuesday. There will be no further scheduled activities until Monday, the 2nd of December. If you are staying through the break, the library will be open and meals will be served at the regular times, as well as the feast on Thursday and some organized activities. If you are leaving and you need to leave before tomorrow evening and you haven't already made arrangements, please talk to me after the assembly. Now, there is one more thing. For those of you who are Wild Seed, if you are leaving, this will be your first time away from the comfort and protection of Iris Academy. You are witches and wizards, and the people around you out there are not. The choice that you made 3 years ago still stands. You must not reveal our secrets to the outside world. You must not discuss or display magic in front of anyone who is not one of us. Not your old friends, not your families, no one. If you betray our trust, you will not be allowed to return, and we would miss you. Now, I'm sure you have a busy week ahead of you, so I'll let you go on with your schedules.
Damn. So we're just gonna go in with blue and green. Aw, yeah. Aw, yeah. Focuses the caster's life energy to temporarily increase physical strength. Nice.
If I might have your attention, please. Take hold of each other's hands and close your eyes. We give thanks to the parents who created us, and the friends who helped us grow, to the earth which nurtures us, and the other worlds which inspire us, for what we have been given and for what we have to give, for those who have taken us in when we were in need, for forgiveness and for the hope of renewal. May our tributes bring joy, and may no call go unanswered in this Thanksgiving season, so may it be.
Hands pull away from mine as other students echo her words. Oh, sorry.
Have a very happy holiday.
Well, now I can hang up my cape, find my parents, and be on my way. School will be waiting for me when I get back. Best vacation ever. I arrived back at school from my vacation, feeling slightly disoriented. It was nice to see my family again, but in some ways they feel like strangers, and my old friends, they've all moved on. Back to my room then. Hey Queenie, you're back. How was your holiday? It was really weird. I know we're not allowed to do magic or talk about it, and I didn't, but I was worried at first that my parents were going to ask about it, and then I wouldn't know what to say, you know? But then they didn't ask anything. I mean, they asked how my classes were and if I liked my teachers and things like that, but nothing about wands or witches or spells, not even hints. It's like they've completely forgotten. They probably have.
What?
Well, it's all part of the same thing, you know? Outsiders aren't allowed to know about magic. What if your parents went around telling everyone their daughter was a witch?
But they knew I was going to school for magic. They saw me in my robes.
I don't know how it works. I just know that wild seed parents are kind of encouraged to forget about it after school starts.
Is that why my family didn't come for me? They forgot me?
It's not supposed to make them forget about you, just forget that you're a witch. It's easier this way, ain't it? To keep it a secret, like you said, if they knew, they'd ask. People still ask about school and everything I tell them. I have to make it up, or change the details so it doesn't sound magical, and then I have to remember what I said. Yeah, some people can't handle that. That's why some wild seed kids just stop going home, and some of them go home and never come back. But you came back, and we're glad to see you, right?
Yeah.
Looks like Ellen's not entirely sure what to think of this development either. My old classmates kept all kinds of secrets from their parents. Who they were dating, where they went at night, what they had and hadn't done. Is this the normal way for things to be? Is this just part of growing up? Well, I won't be seeing my parents again until Christmas, anyway. For now, it's back to school. On Monday morning, someone knocks on our door. Virginia gets up to answer it. Good morning. Here are your exam schedules for the day. She returns holding a piece of paper. Exams today? Oh, whoopsie. But we haven't had time to prepare.
Well, it has been a while since the last exam. We've had all that time.
That's not the same.
No, but we'll do our best, right?
So I have an exam after class today. What else should I do this week? So we're going to boppity boop. Green, black, white, gym, and red. No. This, and then this. Nah, yeah. So here I am. I wonder what this exam will be about. Here we go. In the dungeon again. The exit to this dungeon has been hidden. You cannot teleport out of the level. You must use your magic wisely to find your way out before you run out of energy. You may choose to surrender at any time, and you will be retrieved from the dungeon safely. However, you will fail your exam and receive demerits. Good luck. Actually, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was kind of dumb, but that's fine. So I'm assuming one of the walls is gonna like be like one of the dead ends. It's just gonna be those. So I do want to do this though. The noises are freaking me out. Something here. I feel like it. This is... is gonna take a while. God, this is tough. This is tough. So I'm just curious. No. I gotta... So... Shit. Shoot. Fuck. That's hard. Like, I obviously... It's like one of these rooms has to have the thing. This is tough. This is tough. Like, I'm not... Like, am I really gonna have to, like, go through? Well, shit. Sorry. I really don't, like... This is hard. I don't want to give up. But the most recent creature to pass through was you, heading north. Well, I really don't know what to do. Oh, I can... Like... This is hard. Like... high key, I don't know what to do. This is hard. Fuck. Like, I'm so sure that this has to be something. I'm like wasting all my magic because I don't know what the heck I have to do. This is... Well, shoot. Shoot. I don't know what to do. I don't want to give up because I don't want to get merits, but like I honestly have no idea what I have to do. Like, oh, I almost gave up. I'm legit gonna have to go in and do that. That's so, oh my god, this is hard. I don't wanna like do any like pointless spells that I don't have to. Like, this is hard. I'm getting shook. You can't walk through this wall. Like, high key, I'm just gonna like break a goddamn wall. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna just go break a wall. Oopsie. You can't stop me. Like, I'm wondering if it's gonna say that on all walls, or like I wish I didn't, oopsie, that's what I'm doing. Oh. You know what, I'm just gonna, this is hard. I don't know what to do. Legit don't know what to do. Like, I know it's probably one of these areas. Like, I've just got a feeling. Well, it's not like I can really do anything else. It's not the attitude of a winner. You can walk through any wall you put your mind to. Yeah, I really don't know what to do. You know, at this point, it's just like, mother of... I'm shook. I'm so shook. Oh my god. I climbed the stairs and emerged from the dungeon, blinking into sunlight. Congratulations, Queenie! For succeeded in your quest, you receive 5 merits. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed putting your skills into practice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another student to look after. I guess I can go relax now. What a pain in the ass. Once this week goes through, I'm gonna end the episode. I had a feeling it was that, but I couldn't, like... That is such a pain. I made it out with 2 goddamn thing. Like 2 mana left. I'm shook. Ellen gets up early on Saturday morning and returns after the mail and allowances are delivered. What should I do today? We're gonna study. With Minnie. I'm almost ready to go out when I hear someone knocking on the door. I'm coming already. Oh! Hello. Hi. My roommate just got a new set of flower stones.
So he gave me his old ones. I thought I might teach you to play if you're interested. Actually, I was just on my way to a sports club meeting. Oh. Can we do it some other day, maybe? I don't know when I should stop by. I don't want to cause trouble with your roommates. How about I come to you then? Alright, how about Friday? It's a lucky day. Okay, I'll see you then.
So I'm going to end this episode here. God, that was such a pain in the ass. I'm so upset that it was like, oh my god. That was so close though. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!